What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the ring-tailed lemur episode, this time of Planet Zoo. Thank you for watching. If you do like the video, comment and like and subscribe. Let's get onto it. Right, so here we go. Building our ring-tailed lemur exhibit. It's been a bit of a while trying to get these two exhibits finished, the red ruffed lemur and the normal ring-tailed lemur, purely because Planet Zoo, for some unknown and non-apparent reason, has been stuttering every time I'm playing. So it's not made for great gameplay. It's also not made for great recording, because where we're speeding the footage up anyway, it's just exaggerated when the frames are skipping all the time. You end up just watching some kind of PowerPoint presentation. So I've had to put it on pause for a few days. I've also been quite ill as well, so you can probably hear that in my voice anyway. But overall, it's been alright. We've finally got them finished. I'm kind of happy with them. I think there's a few bits and pieces that I'd like to finish off and try and adjust. The other thing I'd also like to try and do is add some more variety in the plants, but with the two lemurs, they've actually got quite a stringent setup. They can only have Africa and tropical, so they haven't got that much variety in the way of plants. But that's fine. I mean, it's not a huge issue. I think we've done the best we can do with what we have. We just need to try and obviously spruce it up a little bit. I've tried the whole sinking plants, rotating plants, melding plants together, excuse me, that sort of stuff. So I'm quite happy with it. I think it's turned out quite well. The lemurs seem to enjoy it anyway. So, as you can see from the video, we've raised up the terrain a little bit just to give it a little bit of depth, and we've added some of the enrichment areas already, because what I end up trying to do is style plants and things around the exhibit things. What am I trying to say? All the enrichment, I try and place them all the way around all of the plants that are already in there. Whereas this time round, what I've done is I've put the enrichment in first and then styled the plants around them. So hopefully it's added to it a little bit. So you see, there's not a lot of climbing going on. We've added quite a bit already. The trees are also going to count as climbing anyway. So we started off with just a nice sort of simple climbing frame that was from the initial game itself. And now we're just adding in all the trees. Obviously, these guys come from Madagascar. It's quite dense forests and that sort of thing. So we've added quite a lot of high-flying trees and then lots of ground cover as well. So as you can see, we're putting in the bushes around all the climbing materials now. With some of the plants, I think they're all just sort of one colour with the tropical stuff. There isn't much of a variety, but we've tried our best. And you can see I'm now sinking in the plants into the foreground or into the ground just to give that depth. So instead of the palm looking like a palm, it's now kind of looking like a fern, which is quite cool. Rocks. You can't understate the power of rocks enough. A lot of people don't really use them, or they'll just use them for huge building projects. I like to get a few of the rocks and just sink them into the floor. I think that looks quite good. It adds detail to the floor, whereas it can be just kind of one colour or a mixture of colours from dirt and terrain. You can actually just bang in a few stones and it just breaks it up a little bit, especially the dynamic mossy stuff. Because that changes the texture depending on what angle it is, you actually can get some really nice results. Adding in some palms and stuff now, just to add some density. Over in that left-hand corner, I do end up having to put some shelters and hide them away somewhere. Because the lemurs were saying that they weren't catered enough in their habitat for hard shelter. So I had to sort that out for them. I went very British then. Yeah, so lots of rocks here and there. Some bigger rocks, and just to sort of define the path as well, because a lot of the time the path is just a path, it's just a texture. So sometimes I like to put bits and pieces around the edge of the path just to define it a little bit and bring it out from the foreground. Another thing I haven't done in this video, but you can do, is get some of the logs. You can style them to look like the flooring, the path, like the half-round log paths. And then what you can do is sink them into the floor, and it adds just that little bit of definition to the floor. Little top tip for you. Here we go. It's me putting in the shelter now. So whereas I thought, oh, okay, well, they only need a little bit. They're only small. They actually need quite a lot of hard shelter, especially because of the group size that you have to keep them in. So I went for around 10 lemurs, I believe. So you actually need quite a lot. And you'll also notice I've had to raise up the barrier around the hard shelter because these guys can jump about 2 meters into the air. And even with the anti-climb fencing, if you put hard shelter in that's too high, they'll just jump out of your exhibit. So thankfully, nothing like that's happened so far. They've been in there quite a while now, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, the rest of it's just tweaking here and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you to a nice little bit of music just to drop out at the end of the video. If you have liked the video, please, please, please do like and comment and subscribe down below. I got 1 new subscriber, as I mentioned at the end of the video as well. Fantastic news for me. Thank you very much to that person. You know who you are. It really made my day. When you're only getting like 3 or 4 views on a video, for someone to then subscribe to it, it's actually quite a big achievement. So thank you very much, that man or woman or whoever, really. We live in that world and time where anyone can be anyone, which is actually quite inspiring if you think about it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. Catch you in the next one. So there we go, guys. Our lemur exhibit all finished. This one's the ring-tailed lemur. The one next to us here is the red ruff lemur, and you just see one poking its head around there. So they're both done. I've had a lot of performance issues over the last few days, but for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, they seem to have sorted themselves out. So that's always helpful. Thank you very much, Planetzoo, for fixing yourself. Let's just fix this fence. It's annoying me. There we go. Have some extra space, monkeys. No, monkeys, they're lemurs. Anyway. So yeah, we've got a nice sort of natural habitat here, tropical and African plants. As you can see, everyone's really happy, apart from a species bonus. So we might at some point put like a land bridge of some description, like a glass tunnel, where the lemurs can go from one exhibit to the other. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll soon find out. One thing I have thought of is the path is quite small, especially with so many people in here. But once the newness of the lemurs runs out, then people should disappear from there. That should be alright. We've then also got a talking point in here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. So we'll just set that as well. So ring-tailed lemur. And let's have it for... let's have it in December, because I'm a narcissist. Here we go. And a nice education board as well. Ring-tailed lemur. Lovely. There we go. So I think that'll pretty much do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, they're all synchronized bum waddling. Yeah, that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you have enjoyed it, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. I got one new subscriber since last time, so that has been absolutely fantastic. And it made my day. It literally, one new subscriber made my day, which is just awesome. Thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next one.